कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन जमुना तीर वनचारे जमुना तीर वनचारे जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन जमुना तीर वनचारे जमुना तीर वनचारे जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन जमुना तीर वनचारे जमुना तीर वनचारे जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihare. Jayam śrīmat-pāda-rajaḥ Parivrijakācārya Ashtottara śrīmat. His Divine Grace Srila Bhai Bhaktivedanta Swami Jagat Guru Srila Draupadī ki Jai. ISKCON Bibidi Founder Acharya Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Jayam Vishnupada-Paramahamsa Parivrijakācārya Ashtottara śrīmat. His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki Jai. प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। ब्रजमयी वृंदावन धाम की जय। नवदीप मायापुर धाम की जय। जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। गंगा माई की जय। जमुना माई की जय। भक्ति देवी की जय। तुलसी महारानी की जय। समावित भक्तवृंद की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glorious to assembled devotees, all glorious to assembled devotees, all glorious to assembled devotees. Glories to Sri Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We are reading from Śrīmat-Bhagavatam, Canto 10, chapter number 83. Draupadi meets the queens of Krishna. Here, Rohini, she was the chief of all other princesses. Narkasur kidnapped and locked them up, and Krishna rescued them because they were ardently praying for Lord Shri Krishna, not only to rescue them, but to become their intimate counterparts. So 16,100 they were all married duly, and Krishna made everyone a big palace, and he expanded himself simultaneously into that many forms, because they were duly married wives. Now Rohini is answering on behalf of all of them. Otherwise, Śrīmat-Bhagavatam would have been gone into many other cantos. Anyway, this is not Rohini, the mother of Balaram. She is one of the chief imprisoned princesses, and she is speaking on their behalf. This is a beautiful prayer in the form that such prayers are recited also in invoking auspiciousness and fidelity to Lord Kṛṣṇa. They are Vedic mantras. So she is reciting that because she is duly married wife, okay, and this is besides the 8 principal queens of Dwarka, and Rohini was leading the rest of them. So she is speaking in glorification of Lord Shri Krishna, that how all they got married simultaneously. And such prayers are very well expounded in all the Vedic hymns. So I can recite after me. Na vayaṁ sādhvi sāmrājyaṁ sva-rājyam bhaujyam api uta vairājyaṁ pārameṣṭhyaṁ ca ānantyaṁ va hareḥ padam kāmayāmaha etasya śrīmat-pāda-rajaḥ śriyaḥ kuca-kuṅkuma-gandhāḍhyaṁ mūrdhnā voḍhuṁ gadā-bhṛtaḥ na vayaṁ sādhvi sāmrājyaṁ sva-rājyam bhaujyamapyuta vairājyaṁ pārameṣṭhyaṁ ca ānantyaṁ va hareḥ padam kāmayāmaha etasya śrīmat-pāda-rajaḥ śriyaḥ kuca-kuṅkuma-gandhāḍhyaṁ mūrdhnā voḍhuṁ gadā-bhṛtaḥ na vayaṁ sādhvi sāmrājyaṁ sva-rājyam bhaujyamapyuta vairājyaṁ pārameṣṭhyaṁ ca ānantyaṁ va hareḥ padam kāmayāmaha etasya śrīmat-pāda-rajaḥ śriyaḥ kuca-kuṅkuma-gandhāḍhyaṁ mūrdhnā voḍhuṁ gadā-bhṛtaḥ na vayaṁ sādhvi sāmrājyaṁ sva-rājyam bhaujyamapyuta vairājyaṁ pārameṣṭhyaṁ ca ānantyaṁ va hareḥ padam kāmayāmaha etasya śrīmat-pāda-rajaḥ śriyaḥ kuca-kuṅkuma-gandhāḍhyaṁ mūrdhnā voḍhuṁ gadā-bhṛtaḥ Others? Mothers? Mothers? No mothers. Okay. Na, not, vayam, we, sādhvi. O saintly Lord and Lady Draupadī. Sāmrājyaṁ, rulership over the entire earth. Sva-rājyam, position of Lord Indra, the king of heaven. Bhaujyam, unlimited powers of enjoyment. Api, uta, even. Vairājyaṁ, mystic powers. Pārameṣṭhyaṁ, the position of Lord Brahmā, creator of the universe. Cha, and ānantyaṁ, immortality. Va, or hareḥ, of the Supreme Lord. Padam, the abode. Kāmayāmaha, we desire. Etasya, his śrīmat, divine father of the feet. Rajaḥ, the dust. śriyaḥ, of the goddess of fortune. Kuca, from the breast. Kuṅkuma, of the cosmic powder. Gandha, by the fragrance. Sādhyam, sādhyam means enriched. Mūrdhnā, on our heads. Voḍhuṁ, to carry. Gadā-bhṛtaḥ, of Lord Kṛṣṇa, the wielder of the club. Translation and purport by the disciples of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada. O saintly lady, we do not desire dominion over the earth, the sovereignty of the King of Heaven, unlimited facility for enjoyment, the mystic power and position of Lord Brahmā, immortality or even attainment of kingdom of God. We simply desire to carry in our hearts, on our heads, the glorious dust of Lord Kṛṣṇa's feet, enriched by the fragrance of kumkum from his consort's bosom. The verb raja means to rule, and from it are derived the words sāmrājyaṁ, meaning rulership over the entire earth, and sva-rājyam means rulership over heaven. Sva means swarga, om bhur-bhuva swaha. Okay, so that is swarga. Bhaujyam comes from the word bhuja, to enjoy, and thus refers to the capacity of enjoying whatever one desires. Virat is explained by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti as representing the phase vividham virajyate. One enjoys many kinds of opulences. And specially indicating the 8 mystic perfections of anima and so on. An alternative explanation of these terms is given by Srila Sridhar Swami, who says that according to the Bhavarucha Brahmana, the 4 terms designate the power of sovereignty over each of the 4 cardinal directions: sāmrājyaṁ for the east, bhaujyam for the south, sva-rājyam for the west, and vairājyaṁ for the north. Lord Kṛṣṇa's queens clearly state that they do not desire any of these powers or even the position of Brahma, liberation or entrance into the kingdom of God. They simply want the dust from Krishna's feet, which Goddess Sri herself worships. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti tells us that the goddess of fortune mentioned here is not Lakshmi, the consort of Narayan. After all, the Acharya explains, Goddess Lakshmi could not attain the direct association of Krishna even after performing extended austerities, as Uddhav states, Nayam Śriya Anga tu Nitanta Rate Prasada in Śrīmat-Bhagavatam, 10th canto, 47th chapter, 60th verse. Rather, the Sri referred to here is the supreme goddess of fortune, identified by the Brihad Gautamiya Tantra. Devi Krishna Mayi Prokta Radhika Paradevata Sarva Lakshmi Mayi Sarva Kantihi Sammohini Para. The transcendental goddess Srimati Radharani is the direct counterpart of Lord Shri Krishna. She is the central figure of all the goddesses of fortune. She possesses all the attractiveness to attract the all-attractive personality of Godhead. She is the primeval internal potency of the Lord. Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Militan Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupakadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Jatapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitanscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deen Vindhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namaha Om Vishnu-padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. The reference of Sridhar Swami and Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, they are predominant references that we follow how to understand the prayers with specific words that denote only to Krishna's super excellence, Aishwarya, Audarya. Aishwarya, and this is Mathura Lila, or what we call Dwarka Lila. There is no difference. Both are placed in Vaikuntha. Now, even though they are in Dwarka, they aspire to follow Srimati Radharani. And every other opulences that are corollary to be found in this material world. The opulence that everybody hankers. 6 opulences that we count. They have their spiritual form also as well as material form also. But here the specification is that they want to follow Srimati Radharani. So they are not talking of the material opulences that desire. These 4 words sāmrājyaṁ, svārājyaṁ, bhaujyam and vairājyaṁ. They are aspired by materialistic people. They wouldn't say that we want to follow in the footsteps of the gopis. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave us the Pancham Purusharth, Ramya Kājitupāsana, Vrajavadur Kalpita. Why? Because the 5th Purusharth is Prema. Now, Draupadī is inquiring on the level of this Dwarka Lila. And she is meeting with all the queens. But especially, before she can go to Mahalakshmi, Krishna's first consort, Rukmini, she wants to check, all of you, how did you get attraction of Lord Kṛṣṇa, and how did you desire to marry him? And he did marry. And the explanations that they are giving, that everybody almost, they were kidnapped by him. Now, Krishna is showing the kidnapping and defeating all different competitors for the hand of these queens. And out of them only, I think, 8 or 9 they have been talking, right, on behalf of everybody. So at that time, prevailing the Swayamvar, or the choosing of one's own husband on the basis of valor. Valor will include all these 4 things, sāmrājyaṁ up to vairājyaṁ. Vairājyaṁ here is sum total of all the material opulences. Sāmrājya is the what we call entire claim over the material world. Sāmrājya. Samrat is the word for one who has a sāmrājya. Sum total of all the land where so many kingdoms will be coming. In Rajsuya, Yajna, they were all conquered. Right? So Yudhishthira is called Samrat, and he has Sāmrājya. But yet, how they were acting spiritually with Lord Kṛṣṇa, knowing him, their ultimate well-wisher and protector. So these ladies are also talking on the same terms. That Kṛṣṇa kidnapped us with this trick was levied by my father, and they are reminding even Draupadī. Draupadī, how did you get the hand of Arjuna? By shooting and an eye of a fish. But in my case, the fish was covered from all the sides so nobody can see. Only you have to see through the reflection. And here it is said, Krishna is looking into the reflection as well as up also. So, how could you see down as well as up at the same time? What is the big deal anyway? Even some of the insects have 360-degree vision. Do you know? Our is only 180-degree binocular vision. But some of the insects, they have 360-degree vision. And Krishna can see through any of his senses. So if he engages two senses, one eye and another sense, to see upstairs, you know, what is the big deal? Angani yasya sakalendriya vrittimanti. Vritti means performance of each and every senses are having the know-how of working for other senses. Vritti. So here also Krishna acquired the hand of who was Lakshmana. And she already said that Draupadī, in my case also something similar, but little difference was there. But Arjun got, and there is a mention previous, that Arjun also tried to get the hand of Lakshmana. But he could not shoot. There is a reference coming here. He could not shoot. He was just looking down. He didn't have how to see up also at the same time. So anyway, these are the opulences of vairājyaṁ. Vairājyaṁ. And those who are desirous of all these four, they glorify at the end of their karmakanda, glorifying Vishnu. That's sāmrājyaṁ, svārājyaṁ, bhaujyam apyuta, vairājyaṁ, pārameṣṭhyaṁ. All the same words in the same sequence are being used in the, what you call, sakam, karmakanda prayers also. But here specifically, Krishna's wives are speaking. Duly married. So, understanding their knowledge of Krishna is something else that Krishna afforded them in Dwarka, but at the same time they want to follow in the footsteps of Srimati Radharani. That's a desire. So, actually the picture of Radharani is coming into the consideration that she is not Lakshmi, but origin of Lakshmi. The principal queens of Dwarka, they are all Lakshmis and expansions of Lakshmi. But they are all coming from Srimati Radharani. And that is being explained by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. So, Devi Krishna Mai Prokta Radhika Paradevata Sarva Lakshmi Mai Sarva Kanti Sammohini Para. That is, the transcendental goddess Srimati Radharani is the direct counterpart of Lord Shri Krishna. She is the central figure of all the goddesses of fortune. She possesses all the attractiveness to attract the all-attractive personality of Godhead. She is the primal internal potency of the Lord. And this is in Brihad Gautamiya Tantra. Tantras are expansions of Upanishads that are directly indicating the personality aspect and opulence of the personality, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is claiming all the six, both material and spiritual opulences. Right. Parashar Muni gave the definition that bhag means opulences, and they are very attractive. So everybody is aspiring to achieve the maximum in their life, directly or indirectly. Which are the six opulences? All powerful, all beauty, all fame, all knowledge, all strength, and all renunciation. If, Prabhupada said, if anyone who claims that he has all these opulences, means both material and spiritual, then he is called Bhagavan. Yeah. People are fond of calling themselves Bhagavan because of little opulence they achieve. They may argue, oh yeah, I am Bhagavan, I may be small Bhagavan, but I am Bhagavan. But that is not the definition. Samagra, Aishwarya. Draupadī explains, Samagra, in total. That is Bhagavan. And those who are in direct relationship, whether Swakiya or Parakiya, Rasa. The queens of Dwarka are in Swakiya Rasa, in newly married relationships. But they aspire for what Radharani is experiencing. Therefore, they want to follow her. So, Radharani is the attractor, Madan Mohan Mohini, attractor of even Kamadev. Madan is the name of Kamadev. Madan Mohan. But Krishna is Madan Mohan, but Radharani is Madan Mohan Mohini. She can attract, the attractor of Cupid personified. So, she has some extraordinary potency that they are aspiring, and that is Krishnamayi Prokta. She is known as Krishnamayi. Mayi means what? Totally absorbed in Krishna consciousness. So Krishna cannot be separated from her. Krishna cannot be separated from her. That's called Krishnamayi. That is Radhika. She is Paradevata. She is the topmost mistress. Sarva Lakshmi Mayi. Lakshmi Sahasra Sambrahma Sevyamanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Means Sahasra Shata, hundreds and thousands of gopis That is in Chintamani Dham. But there are so many other opulences and representative of material opulences. They are also being worshipped as Lakshmi. And especially during Diwali day, Lakshmi Pujan is done. But they don't bring Narayana there. They want to worship only Lakshmi Pujan. So these are Mayavadi practices, and they do not know the stature of Radharani. Do not know what is her position, her status. It cannot be comparable. And this is where we are coming to that conclusion of that Radharani, nobody beats her, right? And she is constantly engaged in devising how to give Krishna pleasure more. Krishna is unlimited, all right? He is the reservoir of pleasure. But this reservoir is protected by Radharani. The reservoir is protected by Radharani. Nobody can take a drop without her sanction. So she knows how to attract Lord Kṛṣṇa. Even by taking a kind of man, means transcendental anger, she attracts Krishna. Yam krodha kama pranaya sahajadi bhīti vatsalya moha guru gaurava sevya bhavaihi sanchintyaṁ tadrashim tanumapurete govindamadi purusham tamaham. She is the example of all these different moods and influences. And she doesn't have anything that we can imitate her in material life. Every lady is aspiring to become like Radharani. They want to follow Radharani directly without following in the footsteps of the assistants of Srimati Radharani. They are called Astasakis, and their assistants called Manjaris, and their assistants called Sakhis, or Alis. Their number is going over millions and millions that they are ever engaged in Krishna Leela. But to become Gopi Bhartu Padakamalayo Dasa Dasa Anudas. Anudasatva is the correct position, and this is shown by these ladies of Krishna's wives, been liberated from Narkasur's capture. So this is the position that they do not aspire. Sādhvi is an address to Draupadī. Oh, she is also having 5 husbands. How can she can become Sādhvi? They do not understand. Sense gratifiers do not understand the terminology of what is a sadhu or sadhu. Those who are purified from inside out is a sadhu. And we are also trying to become purified by hearing śrīmat-pāda-rajaḥ Kṛṣṇa punya śravana kirtana. Hridayantascha bhadrani vidunoti surit satam. Vidhunoti means cleansing, and sudhono, sudha, cleansed up. Surit satam, Surit means he is working as a well-wisher of everybody. It's called Suridam Sarva Bhutanam Gyatvam Shantim Vrikshati. The Surit and Satam is completely purified. Satam Prasangam Mama Virya Samvida. Those who are completely purified by such understanding imbibed in that behavior also. Pure Vaishnava. They are called Satam. The Satam Prasangam Mama Virya Samvida. In the association of pure devotees, Kapil Dev is telling his mother that you will be able to perceive my strength, opulence. See how the opulence is being transferred. All these ladies, when they were captured in Narkasur's kingdom, they must be praying because they must have heard the glories of Lord Shri Krishna. And Lord Kṛṣṇa rescued them. And they all prayed for him that you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, please fulfill our desire. If we go back in the material life, nobody is going to accept us because they will always blame us that we have been spoiled by Narkasur. In materialism, righteousness comes as if it is a privilege of Brahminical quality. Righteousness. But righteous may not be purified at the heart. He may be a ritualistic. By ritual, he may be performing all the activities which are materially best, but they may not be liberating them. And devotional service, pure devotional service starts after liberation. So such Brahmins are called Bahvarucha Brahmanas. Bahva means multifarious. Rucha means interpreters. Bahurucha Brahmana. And they believe in Vedas, but they prefer Ano Bhadra means let all noble thoughts come from all different directions and make a hodgepodge. That is not the explanation of targeting the absolute truth. Brahma janati ti Brahman. He must know that personality who is Brahman. But you may say, oh, I am also Brahman, aham Brahmasmi. But then, how would you distinguish Krishna? He is Parabrahma. If you want to equate yourself qualitatively, you may be all right, but not quantitatively. The Param Brahma Param Dhamam Pavitram Paramam Bhavan. So this line of understanding is making us Vaishnava. How Arjuna accepted Lord Kṛṣṇa as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is our methodology to accept in the same way. ahustvam sarvarushaya devarsi naradasthatha asito devalo vyaso swayam chaiva pravisha. Accept these authorities and we'll be able to remain secure in our understanding. Those who are bahurucha brahmanas, means interpreters, they use the same verse. They use the same verse. And but they denote to not Krishna, Narayana. But that is also, he doesn't have form. He can be only explained by words. And therefore they will try to construe something, but they are impersonalists. They do not believe that Krishna is really the Supreme Absolute Truth Personality of Godhead. But Arjuna taught us how to accept it. So, Śrīmat-Bhagavatam deals with the paratattva, paradevata, means the deity of the super excellent status, not material status. That is called Vishuddha Sattva stage. If Krishna is to be understood through Radharani, both Radha and Krishna are situated on Vishuddha Sattva. That is Lord Shiva is describing the character of Radharani to Parvati. And she gets educated. And in some Mohini Tantra, Jiva Goswami quotes, this Parvati, after realization, she said, I am Radha. I am Radha. So, she is Shakti Tattva, but Ladini Shakti. Other Shakti Tattvas, and Durga Mata is also there. Sandini, Samvit, both are there. But they have been for material creation. Spiritual creation is forever existing. It has never been created. It is ever existing. Existence means made it possible to understand that they are existing. Therefore, Brahma is telling, Sahasra patra kamalam sahasrakhyam mahat padam tad karnikaranam tad dhamam tad anantansha sambhavam. It has been manifested by Ananta, the potency of Balaram. So Sandhini potency, the deity, the supreme deity is Balaram. And the same reference has been given in Brihad Bhagavatamritam that Devaki wanted to witness the childhood pastimes of Lord Kṛṣṇa in Dwarka. And Krishna grants. He called thou Bhaya, come, let's create new Vrindavan in Dwarka. And Balaram manifested each and every character, and both of them started playing. And sometimes we understand, oh, they made dioramas. They made Yashoda Mata, holding a lump of butter in the hand, and Krishna was acting as if he's stealing butter from her hand and putting in her mouth. And Devaki gets so much internal joy that she wanted to witness, and she was satisfied by watching all this Leela, which were created in the image of origin. But that is the manifestation, and the Sandhini potency manifested. They didn't have direct access to Brajalilas of childhood pastimes, both Vasudeva and Devaki. But Devaki, being mother, that was her request. Vasudeva did not want to witness. He was standstill. He didn't express that, my dear Lord, I want to witness your. But he accompanied Devaki in 3 generations. First millennium, they were Vrishni and Sutapa. Second millennium, Aditi and Kashyap. And third millennium, they became Devaki and Vasudeva. And Krishna was not available for performing pastimes. So how much grueling exercise they have to go through. But once they achieved Vishuddha Sattva stage, Vasudeva got the Lord situated in his heart, and then he transferred the Lord into the heart of Devaki by initiation. By initiation. That's why it is called Brahma Sambandh. The first initiation is our establishing our relationship with Lord Shri Krishna. So Vishuddha Sattva stage is for Krishna, and a pure devotee has also have to come on that stage to realize. Our predecessor acharyas were exemplified in Vishuddha Sattva stage. That's why they put their realized knowledge, and we have to accept that as an authority. There should not be any competitive feeling that you can give a better explanation than Sridhar Swami. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chastised Vallabhacharya for that. Simple, but straightforward. When he wrote his Subodhini, he came to get endorsement from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he explained that I have established a very different approach to understand and relish the intimate pastimes of Lord Shri Krishna in Gokul. I have refuted Sridhar Swami's commentary. Please hear. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, I'm not interested in hearing. Once you call Sridhar Swami, he's your Lord and Master. How could you override his commentary? What a nerve you have. I'm not interested. So there was no question of endorsement. So he was very desperate and removed. When other intimate associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard that, they also stopped talking with him. So he was ostracized. He did not get much. But he went to Gadadhar Pandit, who is Radha Bhavadyuti. Gadadhar Pandit was little compassionate on him. Why don't you take initiation from my disciple, and then we'll work it out. So Vallabhacharya got initiated. Otherwise he was not initiated. He thinks he is a direct descendant of Krishna. Privileged. So therefore, the Vaishnava humility was in question. But Gadadhar Pandit gradually, tried to instruct through Gaudiya Parampara, and he approached Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to get chastised from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Gadadhar, what are you talking? He's an offender. Yes, but he's also a devotee. Please kind. If you can become kind to Jagai Madai, why not him? Like that. So, the paratattva is more important. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, if you recommend, then I will hear. But he came directly with this proposition, and that to refuting, his Swami, I cannot accept. Yes, he is very careful now. He will, not say that thing. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard up to Balya Lila, only up to the childhood pastimes, and told Vallabha, stop it. I do not know Krishna more than Yashodastyanananda. Means childhood pastimes are okay. Don't worry. That was the approval of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Subodhini. Because he established Pushti Marg. Pushti means portion. And in 10th canto, the verse comes that Bhakti Pareshanu Bhava Virakti. Three ekakala. Simultaneously, three things happen at same time, not one after another. Bhakti, Pareshanubhava, and Virakti from the material world. All three happens at the same time, right? Just like prapadyamanasya kshuta at apluptah anughasham. Anughasham is at every morsel. A hungry man gets the food, so he's satisfied, he gets nourished also. Right? Satisfaction, nourishment, and removal of hunger. All three things happen simultaneously. So, he took Pushti aspect. Otherwise, there is no recommendation. But this verse is important to understand that in other sampradayas, that is partially they have taken, but they don't have access to even Swakiya Lila or Parakiya Lila. They may take because they are Sanskrit scholars. But according to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the acceptance up to Balya Lila is okay. So that's okay. We also take, we do not despise, we do not confront them, but they do keep a little distance. But Prabhupada wanted us to worship the Srinathji deity. He wanted. So somehow or another, in 1979, they gave me a project of establishing Srinathji. So I have to get acquainted with all these nitty-gritty details, and in 1983 in West Virginia, we installed Srinathji. Then everywhere Srinathji deities are springing up. In Gujarat especially there are 4, and Mumbai also so many Srinathji deities are. But anyway, the idea is that Swakiyaras, Parakiyaras, and the status of Radharani is completely, that has only through the agency of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu we can have accessibility to understand the Parakiya Rasa. So, need to develop intensified longing, and one must try to get liberation by removing anarthas. Then we will be able to approach the higher taste. Okay. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Anybody has any question or comments? One question maybe, okay? Okay. तुष्टि पुष्टि चानुकासन करो.